Hello, LegendAqua here, and welcome to my top 10 favorite Senran Kagura New Link artwork. So, Senran Kagura New Link has some actually beautiful artwork, and obviously I noticed this way back, and I've been like, this video concept was like in my head for quite a while now, and I can finally do it. So, some ground rules. Actually, the only rule is that the card artwork, I need to have owned it, at least. Because there's no point in which... Well, yeah, there's no point if the artwork isn't owned by me. I think that is obvious. Okay, so let's start off with number 10 with... Number 10 starts off us very hot. Yup, it's Crimson Homura. Okay, so this artwork is just so visually appealing and lots of stuff going on, mind you. From the flames coming out of Homura's sword, Homura's like piercing look at you, as well as the night sky and the pink moon. Just all of this just looks so visually appealing, and it just looks so good. Number 9 gives us our only group or duo artwork, and it came from the most unlikeliest of places, but it somehow managed to wrangle its way into my top 10. It's Swimsuit Yomi, her awakened version. And really, it's just, obviously it's visually appealing, especially with the background, with all the drinks and fruit, but also Asuka's there, as well as Yomi's, cheerful glance at us. But it's obviously visually appealing, but it's also interesting to me because of Asuka in the background. Mainly because we don't usually, well, for me at least, usually see Asuka and Yomi interact with one another. So this was actually kind of, it's interesting in that aspect. It might have been just me, but still. Either way, with the background being very interesting, Yomi's very cheerful glance at us, as well as Asuka in the background, is kind of why this artwork got into my top 10. Well, speaking of Asuka, number 8 gives us Awaken Hot Springs Asuka. I've wanted this card for such a long time, and I managed to get it through a spook. But enough about that. The artwork, there's just a lot going on in the background, and obviously Asuka showing off her assets. But just look at this artwork. It is so good. Just lots of stuff hanging in the background, Asuka in the center. Just come on. This artwork is just gorgeous, even for a fan servicey type of card. It seriously is gorgeous to look at. Number 7 gives us our only unawakened artwork, and it's... No, not you, Dio. It's unawakened Yukata Basho. And really, just again, obviously from most of the more beautiful artwork, the background is it's just great, from the fireworks as well as the stores on the left, and Basho just centered, as well as her gesture and everything. But to compare with her awakened form, in my opinion, it's just not as good, because her unawakened form is like her perched up at the top and seeing the fireworks from overhead, but this one is down below and just Yeah, Basho still looks beautiful, obviously, but just, I don't know, it might be just me, but I'm the one that prefers her unawakened form because it just looks so more visually appealing in my case. Is it just me? Is it just me? Number 6. Well, it was inevitable. Yup, Christmas Yumi. And just, as per usual, background is just like visually appealing, but just, I think what draws me into this artwork is just Yumi's posture. Just from everything. Just from her stilettos, from the right, to obviously Yumi's expression, as well as holding that strawberry on the left. It just connects. It just works, in my opinion, with this one. It's just very good Sakuga artwork, in my opinion, from Senran Kagura with this one. Not to mention that outfit is actually obviously appealing, but my point stands. 5, well, if if Yumi was gonna be an obvious pick, obviously Ikaruga was gonna be here. Yeah, this is obviously my bias, but this is my list. But yeah, Awaken made Ikaruga. As per, like, for this one, it's not more or less her background that makes it appealing. It just more or less looks like a situation from her unawakened form, but just given the resolution. But before I get to that, it's just obviously Ikaruga's posture, the background elements is all pretty visually appealing and obviously connects together. Not to mention some of the sparkles, if you guys haven't noticed, is also there, making her obviously look more dreamlike. And yes, this was an obvious pick because of Ikaruga. And to why I'm saying that this one is set up more like a story is, let's go to her unawakened form, if I can find it. Katsuragi is chasing after Ikaruga, so it kind of makes sense that she tripped and fell over, therefore going into her awakened form. But nonetheless, beautiful artwork, especially from Ikaruga, just mwah. Somebody say awakened? Yup, number 4 gives us Awaken Roki. Do I really need to say it? Background is beautiful. Roki, especially with her posture and her facial expressions, is beautiful. Just, this one is actually one of the more Sakuga-esque artworks from Senran Kagura. Just look at all of this. The flower petals, the jewels, the perfume, as well as her in the beard, a regal looking beard at that, and obviously Roki's more fan servicey outfit. All detailed. Just, come on, this artwork is gorgeous.
なんだろうとお前の口の中に入れることができるんだぜ。例えば。
Yup. Nero Leo. This artwork is just great, and it's just taking the perspective of what Fate Grand Order's artwork would have done and switched it up to make it more Senran Kagura-esque. And it's actually very, very nice, obviously, from the petals as well as the background petals in the pool, and just Leo looking like Nero. It's just, this is so visually appealing and just looks so beautiful. It's also one of the less fan servicey artworks but still, it just looks so visually appealing. It just had to be this high on my list. Number 2, well, you guys didn't think that Awakened Maid Ikaruga was going to be the only artwork to be in this list. Yeah. It's Wedding Ikaruga. And do I need to say anything about this one? It's just so good. I'm sorry I can't explain that much about this one, but it's just, I love it beyond a shadow of a doubt that I can't explain it that well just to say that I love this artwork. Again, as per usual, Ikaruga is obviously in it, but just obviously her posture and everything, as well as the visually appealing background, not to mention the more detailed flowers, but that's not the point. It's just, I love this artwork, and especially coming from my favorite character from Senran Kagura as well. Just, this artwork is so good. Okay, before I get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions flying now. Oh, and one more honorable mention would be that April Fool's Unawakened and Awakened form. It's just, I don't know, it's one of the more comedic cards out there, considering the fact that it is for April Fools, but just, I don't know, I find it 1, funny, and 2, just a brilliant piece of artwork, to be honest. My number 1 pick, oddly enough, came from the unlikeliest of cards, but as soon as I looked at it, and in more detail mind you, I just sort of gravitated towards it. And then soon enough, it became a number 1. It's the PvP reward Basho card. I don't have words to explain why I love this card, but I'll try my best with this. Number 1 is, I must have a thing with detailed flowers because, like my Wedding Ikaruga card, yeah, there's heaps of detailed flowers, not to mention flowers on Basho's costume being implemented into all this, but it's not only that, it's just Basho's costume is so, well, 1, regal, and 2, so well detailed in this. Obviously the background visuals is visually appealing, but it's also extremely well detailed. And for a PvP reward card, this looks like something you get from it looks like something you get from a gacha, not a welfare PvP reward card. It is just amazing. Also, isn't it coincidental that the character that has a calligraphy brush as her weapon managed to get first place on this list? Just, I don't know, like whoever the artist was for this card, they did a stellar job. Absolutely. And to that, I just say that this is probably my favorite artwork from Senran Kagura New Link as of now. Okay, so with all of that being said, I hope you liked my video. Sorry if I rambled on as well as saying the same repetitive stuff throughout my list. It's my first time doing this kind of top 10, but hopefully I explained enough about it. But yeah, I'll leave this video off with a question, which is obviously, what's your favorite Senran Kagura New Link card? Obviously, it doesn't need to be restricted with just my cards. Just in the entire pool, what's your favorite Senran Kagura New Link artwork? I would like to know. And with that will do it for me. LA out.